Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 152, with a lot more questions this time, so let's kick it off. The first two are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. You're dueling and you get the choice of travelling to one of the three dimensions, the fusion dimension, synchro dimension, or Xyz dimension. However, there would be a small chance you would not make it back to your own dimension. Which dimension would you choose? Probably the Xyz dimension, because that would give me a better chance of being able to return. Because if I was to go to the fusion dimension, I'd probably get captured by Academia. For like who knows what, maybe even turned into a puppet by one of those fusion parasites. Whereas if it was the synchro dimension, then I'd probably be roped into playing in the Friendship Cup, which would be awkward for me because I can't ride a motorcycle. Plus it would be difficult riding it and dueling on it at the same time. And if I lose, I'd get put in that mine thing. I mean, sure, the Xyz dimension would be a war zone, but at least I'd have a better chance of escaping back to my own dimension, because, well, everyone would be too occupied. I mean, sure, there is a chance that I might be engaged in a duel, but obviously if I lose, I get carded. Of course, this is presuming this is all taking place before the series finale of Arc 5. 2. You're having a big birthday celebration and get to invite one of 3 actors or comedians to entertain you on your birthday. Which one would you choose? Jim Carrey, Seth MacFarlane, or Jennifer Aniston? I'd say probably Jim Carrey, just because I'm more familiar with his work and have mainly seen his films over anything the other two have been in. Despite the fact that I've watched several episodes of Family Guy, I've seen both Ted movies. Friends was one of my favourite shows, but yeah, I'd still choose Jim Carrey as, well, he's a funny guy, and yeah, I would love to just hang out with him, really. Next question is from Gunnar. What do you think about the new Malice Cybers archetype? It looks quite interesting. Very interesting that we're getting something based off Alice in Wonderland, or Alice Through the Looking Glass, or both, which is really cool actually, because well, the Disney film was a classic from my childhood, and there were audio adventures on cassette tape that I listened to, like back in the day. One for Alice in Wonderland, one through Alice Through the Looking Glass. In fact, why isn't there a film for Alice Through the Looking Glass? Like, why is that not a thing? Or maybe it is a thing and I'm just completely unaware of it. Mind you, I kind of forgot the story of the Looking Glass one, but anyway, yeah, I can't see any monsters based on Alice herself, not from what I've seen anyway. I was trying to see who was based on the Red Queen, or Queen of Hearts. I actually forget what the whole gimmick was. I need to look in the group chat again. More bad prep on my part. There's a lot to scroll up through. Oh, here we are. Well, there's the white rabbit, which looks nothing like it. Why is the white rabbit a dark monster? I mean, the Cheshire Cat I can understand. Oh, there's the silhouette of the Cheshire Cat. Oh yeah, it results on getting banished and paying life points to bring it back. That seems to be an effect they all have. I swear to God, if this is something that runs macro and D-Fisher, I won't be impressed. Not that it matters though, since they're both banned in my format anyway. Oh, the links require 900. Oh, there's, what is it, Red Ransom that swaps attack and defense? So, banishing themselves seems to be a thing, and paying life points to bring them back from the banished zone. Just seeming to have their own effects. What different effects, I should say, and banishing them to do something. Wait, which one's the Mad Tea Party? Oh, it's that one. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about it, really. It's interesting. Very interesting. I'm guessing this is going to be in a side set, considering it's listing some reprints here of Dotscaper, Aloof Lupine, Topologic Zoroboros, Allure, Cynet, Backdoor, and D-Fissure. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another of those decks that run those annoying banishing floodgates. That's probably got something that would annoy me if I was still playing current format. We'll see. I'm curious to see what side set this will be and when we'll get them. And the last questions are from Super Ultra Hero 9961. I should introduce him more in that way. Hey man, before you answer my questions, I just want to say I'm sorry for not leaving questions from your other Q&A video. I was just busy with work. Oh, fair enough, that's okay. I understand. You know, these things happen. 1. Did you ever watch Iron Man Armored Adventures? What did you think of it? No, I'm not aware of this series, to be honest. Well, I don't watch a lot of cartoons these days, as I'm sure you'd appreciate. Although maybe sometimes I'll look back at some classic ones for nostalgia. I'm guessing you really enjoy this series. I mean, I guess I would, because, well, it's Iron Man, a superhero show. I'd be down for it. Speaking of, I really need to watch Superman and Lois. It's amazing that I've not seen that, considering I'm a big Superman fan. 2. Can you do Yuya vs Yuma and Utopia vs Dimension Dragons on Edo Pro for my birthday, please? I am turning 22 years old. Yeah, I can do that. Seeing as it'll be your birthday, I'll do that as soon as I can this week, because I won't have much time. like from Friday onwards, which I'll explain why at the end of the video. So what was it? Oh yeah, your question. I can't decide though whether to do these matches in one video or two. So I'm thinking one, just to sort of make it a Zexal Arc 5 special. We'll see, it depends how long I can, well, how long it turns out to be. And Kynan, don't even think about saying that's what she said. 3. Did you know there's a Flame Wingman Funko? Are you going to pick it up? Yes, I am aware of it. My friend DarknessL1989 messaged me about it some time ago. And I would very much love to get hold of it, considering Flame Wingman is a red-hot favourite of mine. Of course, that being said, I'm running out of space on my desk for these Funko Pop figures. I don't know how much more I can extend and expand the tower. Plus I'll need to find a spot for all these once I'm in my new place. Where am I? 4. What is your favourite way of summoning, since Shining Neos Wingman is my favourite through favourite contact? So that would technically be fusion summon. If we're talking about extra deck summoning mechanics, I would have to say fusions, because I'm an old school duelist and I love fusions. I just prefer it over all the other summoning mechanics, especially when it comes to like all the anime elemental heroes, plus the likes of Dark Paladin and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Although I do also like special summoning things off Monster Reborn, especially Dark Magician, hence why Monster Reborn is my favourite spell. 5. Would you ever think of doing a Yu-Gi-Oh movie of you, Yugi, Jaden, Yusei Yuma and Yuya in a movie together? I did not think of that, but I don't even know how that would work. That might be a bit tricky, especially if it's a solo project. I mean, I can do Yugi pretty well, even though I had to do some audio editing for his voice in my channel's 16th anniversary special. I can do Jaden. I can just about... Fucking hell. Sorry about that. People call at the worst times, I swear. So anyway, as I was saying, I can do Yugi's voice fairly well, even though I did some editing magic in the 16th anniversary video to try and make it as accurate as possible. Jaden I can just about do, Yusei I can kind of do, although Yuma and Yuya's voices are kind of hard to do. So I wouldn't know how to go about that. I mean, I can think about it. Maybe have some kind of dream sequence where I'm dueling each of them one by one. But other than that, I don't know how to make it work, really. But hey, I'm always open to ideas. 6. Oh, and sorry if you can hear my fan, by the way. It's still very hot at the moment. 6. This isn't really a question, but yeah, you should put Silver Claw in your Dimension Dragon deck. That way you can summon Beast Eye's Pendulum Dragon, and the deck has so much search in it anyways. Well, I wasn't really considering doing that. Considering just in general, I'm leaning more towards the Odd Eyes side of Yuya's monsters in that. Plus, I have two beasts anyway, which are Monkey Board and Unicorn. Um, so, it is possible to make Beast Eyes with them, plus a Dark Dragon. But I'll give Silver Claw a thought anyway, because to be fair, I can also use it for a rank 4 play. 7. Would you also put some of the Supreme King dragons in your Dimension Dragon deck? Trust me, they actually work really good in the deck. I wasn't planning to do that either, to be honest. Well, because I feel like they just take up space, and it kind of defeats the whole point of the deck, which is to just bring out the actual Dimension Dragons. The whole point is to use an Odd Eyes engine to bring them out. Maybe not all at once, but still bring them out anyway, and then too much attention would be drawn away from them and more towards their supreme counterparts if I did that. Same with Zark, and I'd rather just play Zark like in its own archetype. I mean, I suppose Dark Worm wouldn't be a bad idea though. Considering it's an easy level 4 to just set up for and do whatever. Although the other thing is, at the moment, Supreme Kings are actually banned in Richician format. Although, come September 1st, I'm thinking about unbanning them, but also limiting Soul of the Supreme Celestial King, and either banning or limiting Supreme King Gate Magician, because like those two cards by themselves just I found made the whole deck a bit too powerful. I mean, I love the fact that Supreme King's got more support and made Zark more playable, but it just made the deck way too good. Which is why I ended up banning it from my format. Well, I can't remember how long ago it was now. But like I said, I'm gonna unban the archetype and like I said, limit Soul of the Celestial King and ban or limit Supreme King Gate Magician, just to try and slow it down. See if that does anything. We'll see. Plus, Supreme Kings are enjoyable all the same, and it is one of my Epic Elite decks. Epic Elite being one of my absolute best and strongest decks. And you might see it in my upcoming movie episode things that I talked about in the channel update. But yeah, regarding Dimension Dragons, maybe I'll think about Supreme Kings, but I feel like the deck's fine as it is, in all honesty. Where am I? 8. Well, what was your thought on Yuya summoning all 4 Dimension Dragons? Oh, I loved it. It was an absolutely amazing moment, and one of my favourite moments in Arc 5. Like, it was just incredible to watch. I don't feel like the later Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series enough credit where it's due, because there were some epic moments in Arc 5, and I have to say this was one of my favourite duels. It was just amazing when he summoned them and they all worked together to take out Starlight Red Dragon Archfiend and Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend. It was just amazing. And it was incredible when Yuya did it again on his first turn against Reggie, or Declan, the DDD guy, and brought out more upgraded versions of them. I'm pretty sure I even tried to play Odai's Venom Dragon in one of my Pendulum decks. I can't remember if it was my Dimension Dragon deck or my one copy per card Yuya deck. It might have been both. I can't remember. Maybe I'll consider playing that in my Odai's Dimension Dragon deck as well. Even though I hardly have a lot of fusion cards. Just Dissolver, Yugo Golem, and... Wait, do I... No. I don't think I do play Trump Witch, do I? Perform a Power Trump Witch? No, I don't. Well, all the same, I'd like to give it a go anyway. Well, I have to say, there's a lot of questions about my Dimension Dragon deck. 9. Would you put Odai's Rebellion Dragon, Odai's Raging Dragon, in the Dimension Dragon deck along with Odai's Rebellion Dragon Overlord? I didn't actually consider those. Overlord, maybe. The other two, I don't really see much point, because without fulfilling the specific conditions, it's hard to use their effects. If I wanted to run those and get full use out of them, I'd have to run Zangi Magician and Zhang Shen Magician, and using them to turn Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon into a level 7, well, it's a very specific situation, and not all the cards will come up, which is an issue. And I don't really want to put those in just for the sake of pulling that off. If I wanted to do that, then I'd rather have the option of Phantom Knight's Possession, have that being made into a real card, the card which literally does the job of both of those magicians. I mean, why do we not have this card yet? I mean, that would make it a lot easier to get out Odai's Rebellion, Odai's Raging, and give them their full effects. Although that being said, my good friend Webbers5 did actually pull off getting off the full effects of Odai's Rebellion Dragon in a battle royale that me, him and some others had 9 years ago. Yeah, it was insane. He had Zangi Magician and Zhang Shen Magician, plus Odai's Pendulum Dragon and Dark Rebellion, and he was actually able to turn Dark Rebellion into a level 7, make Odai's Rebellion, and take out 3 people with his effect, me included. And even though Kane did something to spin it back to his extra deck, he was able to bring it out the same way again. So yeah, not only was he able to pull it off, but he pulled it off twice. I wish I still had that video. I'm so mad that I don't have it anymore. I mean, even though I lost that game. It was just brilliant. Um, but yeah, Overlord, maybe I'll consider. And question 10. Do you think your Utopia deck, real life Utopia deck, will ever make a return in the future? I know you said you don't want to bring it back, but do you think you might bring it back? Well, as I said in my channel update, I'm not planning to build or rebuild any more decks, besides Stardust Junk, Odd Eyes Dimension Dragon, and Cyberse. And I said, once they're built, I'm done, and I don't want to build or rebuild anymore. And I know I said that in the past and did that anyway, but this time I want to stay true to that, preferably, so that I don't have too many decks. But I'm happy to have decks that are based off a certain summoning mechanic. Although, even though I already have an Xyz deck, which is my Melfi's, it would be cool to have Utopia, so that way I have summoning mechanics which are all monsters used by anime protagonists. And of course, this being said, with Nouvelle and Vampires retired, that drops me to 6 active decks, and it's quite interesting that 2 of them are spellcaster ones, 2 of them are hero ones, and 2 of them are full of cute, fluffy animals. And once I bring back Stardust Junk, Odd Eyes Dimension Dragon, and Cyberse, that'll bring me up to 9. So I suppose if I did want a 10th deck, just to have a nice even number, I probably would choose Utopia. I was thinking about having my Magician of Chaos deck as a separate deck from Dark Magician, but then I thought, well, that would involve getting spares of other Dark Magician cards, so I'd rather just have the option of switching engines for Dark Magician, and then whenever I want to play with rituals, I'll just turn my Dark Magician deck into Dark Magician ritual mode. But yeah, regarding Utopia, I'll think about it. I mean, I have some cards left over from my core that I could probably use, but the thing is, I don't have a lot of the newer stuff. I mean, I don't have Sage, I don't have well, I don't have both Sages, the level 4s that special summon themselves. I don't have Zexal Force, I don't have Utopic Dragnor or Leo Ray, or the Hyper Rank Up Magic Spell, so yeah, I'd need to get all that again. I mean, I have Utopic Draco Future at least, but and I don't think I have any of the Zexal weapons either. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. But on the plus side, at least my Utopia deck is still around on Edo Pro. Thank you for answering my questions. No problem. Hope you're having a nice day. Thank you, you too. And keep doing the stuff you love and keep up the great work. Super Ultra Hero 9961 out. Thanks very much, pal. And that's it for questions in this episode. Thanks a lot for your guys' questions, very cool ones as always, and if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below, and remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening, UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then, so that you don't miss out. Although, with this being said, I'm not going to be able to do an episode next week, which goes back to what I said earlier, because next Monday I'll be going off on holiday, and there won't be a chance to do a Q&A episode. Um, plus, Emma will be coming here on Friday. And of course, I will still have to work the day before going off on holiday. So, yeah, a lot will be happening, like later on this week, just before going away. So, yeah, there won't be a lot of time to do quite a lot of things. It's fine. And I'm also planning to go back to Dead Universe Comics tomorrow night, and if I do film any games, I'll need to edit those. So, yeah, busy times are ahead. And like I said, I won't be able to do a Q&A next Tuesday, so the next episode will be in 2 weeks from now. So yeah, that gives you guys plenty of time to submit questions, even any extras if you did post some, but just keeping to the 10 question limit, of course. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.